exactly. Just, everyone says, Jerry, you said you were going to be all in and you haven't. And then what do they do at the trade deadline? They go out and they get Jonathan Mingo. There you go.
Devontae Adams for a third, Jonathan Mingo for a fourth.
I want to get in a fantasy league with Jerry Jones.
Are you doing it right now?
Yeah, no, I'm inviting him. No, I pulled up the stats. So I want to get this right. Among wide receivers with at least 100 targets since the start of last season, Jonathan Mingo is dead last in yards per target. He's dead last in yards per route run. And by the way, it's not close. It's not like he's barely out of second to last.
He's in his own tier?
He's in his own tier. Jonathan Mingo has been a massive disappointment since he's been drafted, and somehow he gets a 4 in return. The Panthers get a 4 in return. That's what Keenan Allen went for this offseason.
It's crazy.
The Panthers should give a 4 to the Cowboys to take Mingo off their hands.
This is inexplicable. It's shocking.
There is the thought, which I think is a wrong thought, that, it's 18 months removed from him being taken 40th overall. But it's like, we have a lot more information about Jonathan Mingo.
Here's my problem with that. And I know I'm saying this because I'm not alone on this. I checked. He went 39th overall. I had him 92nd in that draft. Yeah. I was closer to consensus, I would think, than the NFL. Yeah. He was drafted 2 rounds earlier than he should have been drafted. And now he gets the return, a good return. That's a good return. This just doesn't make sense.
A season and a half is a ton of new information.
What did Deontay Johnson go for?
Fifth.
Same as Hopkins.
Deontay Johnson and DeAndre Hopkins cost a 5th, but Jonathan Mingo costs a 4th.
Yeah. Now, Mingo is 23, to be fair, and theoretically has more upside, but he's also not good.
That's
so
that's the issue.
The other guys are good. So, yeah.
I mean, but again, what's the point? What's the point of this trade? Are they throwing in the towel? Is this considered a rebuilding move?
Yeah, it's a youth movement in Dallas.
Is this a youth movement for Dallas? Hey, we think Jonathan Mingo is
Mingo and Lamb to the moon, baby.
Yeah. They think this is a cheap wide receiver 3 for them for the next 2 years. The problem is I don't think he fills that role, but that's what they think.
That's
it's
what
cost
this move
effective.
says.
Kind of. It's really
well.
not.
They're committed to Lamb. And they've gotten some nice production out of Jalen Tolbert. So I feel like this is maybe they just don't think Brandon Cooks is coming back, or they just think Brandon Cooks is done after this year.
Right.
Maybe
Why is Mingo better than Jalen Brooks and Kevontae Turpin? It just doesn't.
I don't think he is. Turpin's actually made some nice plays this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Dallas Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh, my
How
Lord.
about them Cowboys?
My Lord. So,
Hail the Commanders, hail victory. Sorry, I don't mean to go all Stephen A on you guys, but, it is what it is. By the way, I like Stephen A, by the way. I just thought that might have seemed as a shot at Stephen A. I actually really like Stephen A. When I was at ESPN, Stephen A was great to me. I actually really like Stephen A.
if you need a quarterback.
He's known for torturing the Cowboys, is all I meant.
He's quite good at it.
Yes. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.